Jimmy Dixon National Needs.
Hello everybody. Today we're making another dinner recipe. We're going to make sloppy joes. Who doesn't like sloppy joes? And I'm going to lighten it up a little bit. As you can see in here, I got a pound of 93% lean ground beef and extra lean turkey. That's also ground up, ready to go. So I'm going to get this going. Turn up my heat. You know, ever since I was a kid, I've loved sloppy joes. Back when we used to have lunch ladies and all that, whenever they made sloppy joes, color me there and color me hungry. Now to go in this, I have 3/4 of a chopped up Vidalia onion, but you can use white, yellow, purple, it doesn't matter. A little over half a large green bell pepper, 1 jalapeno that I deveined and seeded, and then 2 big cloves of garlic that I finely chopped. Once this meat gets to cooking a little bit, I'm going to put those in there, all except the garlic, because garlic will burn and taste bitter. So you don't put that into the last minute. So once this gets going, I'm going to add the rest of the stuff. So the meat's about halfway through cooking. Almost halfway through. So I'm going to add my veg. Uh-oh. I'm going to drop some like I always do. There goes the pepper and the onions. And on this side, jalapeno. And the reason I'm putting it in now is so that all the flavors of these wonderful things get into the meat, because that's what you want. You know me, I'm all about flavor. So I'm just going to keep on getting this to a fine crumble and stirring. At this point too, if you want to help your veggies get a little more translucent a little quicker, just add a little pinch of salt. You just add as much salt and pepper as you want. I don't add too much because at the end you can see if it needs any more. So I'm going to cook these down, and then I'm going to show you a trick to what to do with the fat, if there is any. It's extra lean stuff, so see you in a minute. Alright, so I have been chopping, so you don't have a lot big lumps of meat. Also, you don't have to use turkey. You can use 2 pounds of hamburger. And you may be thinking, most recipes, like the can, calls for 1 pound. Well, nothing wrong with the can. The can's good stuff. But here's why you want to make your own sloppy joes. Number 1, you know what's in there. Nothing against the can, but you don't know what preservatives are in there, or even how long it's been in that can. It could be a couple years. You want to eat fresh and good. It's healthier, you know what you're putting in your body, and it's awesome. So, now it's time for the garlic. I'm going to stir that all around, and look, there's hardly any fat. Most of that is water coming from the turkey. And I'm going to show you a really cool trick. Save yourself some dishes. You won't need a colander. You won't need to dump this into a bowl, spill half the ground meat and cooked stuff into your sink. So all I'm going to do is push it to the side. Watch all that water come down. There's a little bit of fat, but I tell you right now, most of that is water. So I'm going to get some paper towels. Bam. I'm going to lay it right in there. Soak it up. Paper towel. Obviously, I need another one. Isn't that easier? So much easier. Now then, there's hardly anything left. The rest of that, look how dry. The rest of it can stay. Because you need a little bit of fat. Because fat is flavor. Alright. It's time for our dry. This is a teaspoon of dry mustard. This is a tablespoon of chili powder. This secret ingredient is 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. And this, of course, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. We're also going to add 1/3 cup of apple cider vinegar, a nice heaping 1/3 cup of brown sugar, and then a whole cup of ketchup. That doesn't look like enough liquid. That's because it's not. So we're also going to add 1 cup of water. You might be thinking, now it looks like too much. Well, it's not. You'll see. Now you're probably thinking too that my vegetables aren't exactly the softest yet. That's because I'm only in stage 1 of my sloppy joes, because like anything else, it's only good when it's low and slow. And we're going to thicken it up too. So in addition to this, we're going to add, let me see I'll be right back. Can't believe I forgot this. So this is 4 ounces of tomato paste. Trust me, it's going to go good with everything else. Plus, it gives it good color, good flavor, and it helps it thicken up a little bit. Yum City. And it's just regular old tomato paste, not with the herbs, not with garlic. Just regular old tomato paste. It's already looking better, huh? Alright. So now I'm going to let this go for about, I'm going to turn down my heat. And I am going to let this cook really slowly for about 30 minutes. Let everything get nice and soft in the veggie department. Let all my flavors meld. And as I stir it every now and then, if I see a big old hunk of meat, I'm going to stab it until it's no longer a big old hunk, but crumbles. Alright. You can see right now it's way too sloppy. We like a sloppy joe, but we don't like one that wet. Alright, see you in a bit. Scram. Look what we got going on here. I have to tell you, during the break, I sampled it. Woo! Jimmy Dick done outdid himself this time. This stuff is so good. But you're thinking, but I have a smaller family, I don't need 2 pounds. So let me give you some tips for leftovers. Number 1, that would be awesome on a baked potato. Number 2, that would be awesome on a frozen cheese pizza. Just sprinkle a little bit around. I'm telling you, don't turn up your nose at that. This would also be good. Here's the killer. A loaf of garlic bread if you had spaghetti and you only ate half of it. Spread this on it. Cover it with some cheddar cheese. Wham! You got yourself some goodness, goodness, goodness. You can also add it to chili If you're making a bowl of chili, you only have a little bit left. You don't want to waste it. Throw it in with your chili or your spaghetti sauce, just to make it stretch out further. Let me just tell you what. You try this. See how my veggies are all soft and they've shrunk down. They looked really big in the beginning. I'm going to let this go for just a few more minutes. Because once you can start doing that and it doesn't go together right away, you're all set for some Sloppy Joe sandwiches. Look at that. Wham! Alrighty. Please make this and let me know what you think. Also, enjoy my other helpful tips that I have provided for you today. Anyway, peace. I hope y'all are doing well, and thanks for watching. Bye.
Jimmy Dixon.